Welcome to another day on the Journey Chez Chem. Today's warm-up is review, and therefore do the best you can, and I'll see you in a moment. The question in number 1 is asking for the mass of sodium dichromate in a specific number of formula units. I have to go to mole central. 1 mole of sodium dichromate, or any other compound for that matter, is always Avogadro's number of formula units or molecules or atoms. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd formula units of sodium dichromate. And from there, I must go to mass. And obviously, it is very important to be able to write the formula correctly. There are 2 sodiums, and each sodium has a mass of 23 AMUs. And 2 chromiums is 2 times 52.0 AMUs, and 7 oxygens, which is 7 times 16.0. And then I multiply them out, and I get 46.0 and 104 and 112, giving me 262.0 AMU. So there are 262.0 grams of sodium dichromate in 1 mole of sodium dichromate. And when I multiply it out, I get 59.6245. And for significant digits, I go back to my original number, which had 3 significant digits. Therefore, my answer must have 3 significant digits. 59.6 grams of sodium dichromate. And that's the answer to number 1. In number 2, we are going from mass in grams to formula units, or in this case, molecules. We're going to the tiny little particles. So I first have to come up with the correct compound. And I was given nitrogen 5 oxide. Nitrogen, the Roman numeral 5, says that it is +5, and oxygen is -2. Therefore, the common multiple is 10, and I must have 2 nitrogens and 5 oxygens. 2 nitrogens have a mass of 14 AMU each, and 5 oxygens is 5 times 16.0. And I multiply it out again, and I get 28 and 80, which gives me 108 AMU. And that's the number that I need to use here. The number that I start with is always over 1. And then 1 mole of nitrogen 5 oxide has a mass of 108.0 grams of nitrogen 5 oxide. And from moles, then I can go on to my molecules. 1 mole of any compound is always Avogadro's number of molecules of nitrogen 5 oxide. And then when I do the math, I get 2.5083 times 10 to the 22nd. I go back to my original problem, and I have 3 significant digits, and therefore my answer needs 3 significant digits, molecules of nitrogen 5 oxide. And that's how I do number 2. Now, you will go over the review sheet. That was quite extensive, but it gave you every type of problem that you may see on the assessment. And you go over that with your facilitator and make sure that you understand how to get those answers. And then tomorrow is the assessment. And so I'm excited to see you tomorrow. And you have a good fortune with your facilitator, and I'll see you tomorrow.